The power of feeling good about yourself, man. Let's talk about how important it is to feel good about yourself. A lot of people, when they see my change, they always ask me, what made you change? What made you go from where you used to be to where you're at now? What happened? What triggered that? And it's as simple as feeling tired about how you look, feeling tired about how you felt. Like I told them, many people know that in 2019, like I said, I was mentally, physically broken, meaning that, I wasn't feeling good about myself no more. Internally, I was overweight. Once you're overweight, you start feeling tired, you start feeling angry, you start feeling just mad at everything, because you're not feeling good about yourself. So what happens there is that you're just miserable all the time. So at a certain point, you have two choices in life. You could either run down the path that's gonna self-sabotage and destruct you, and it's just throwing the towel, which 99% of the people do, because that's the path of less resistance, which is just torture at the end till something happens, till you hit rock bottom or something tragic happens with your health, you get a wake-up call, and then there's the other path, which is the hardest route, which nobody wants to take, but in the long run, it will build you mentally and physically. It's your choice, and this is what I tell people. When you feel good about yourself, you have more confidence. Once you have more confidence, you're able to attack life. You're able to, just fight back. You have at least, the tools, the resources, that to fight back. When you're not feeling good about yourself, you have no energy. You're always pissed. You're always just frustrated. You're impatient with people. You just don't want to deal with nothing no more. You're like giving up. But when you're proud of yourself, when you're feeling good about yourself, everybody feels it. You feel that energy. You focus all your energy into yourself and healing yourself and improving yourself and everything else that comes with, when you're feeling good about yourself. You're ready for whatever lands in your lap, an opportunity, something that, you never thought that it would be possible. And now you're like, oh man, how did I end up here? It's, you grow stronger, you start, understanding that that's the most important thing in life is, feeling good about yourself if you want to succeed in life. A lot of people are stuck. A lot of people are just in such disbelief because they just don't feel good about themselves. So that's why it's so important for you to attack the root cause. For me, the root cause was, okay, what made me feel that way? I was letting myself go. I just didn't know what to do to get the 70 pounds, off of my body that I was, when I was struggling how to get that weight off because, most of us weren't taught. Most of us don't know about nutrition, what foods to eat, how to structure your meals. It might be simple, but it's not. The reason why it's not is because there's so much information out there. There's so much diets out there. People talk about this diet. People talk about this diet. Oh, which one's better? The one you follow. What exercises to do to build muscle, burn fat. I thought I knew it, but I didn't know nothing. Obviously I wasn't getting the results. The results are a proven example of, if you know it or not. It's plain and simple. If you don't have the results, then you don't know. And that's where people don't understand why, this is so, yet so easy but complicated. You need a blueprint, you need a plan. Without a plan, you ain't gonna execute nothing. You're just going to the gym, going through the motions, looking the same, feeling the same, walking out of there feeling somewhat, okay, at least I came to the gym. You start just, just telling yourself lies, like, oh, at least I go to the gym. But if you go to the gym and you don't have results, it's just useless. It's pointless. You go there for a purpose. You go there to get something back out of your discipline, your dedication, your commitment. You're not trying to go to the gym and just come back and keep looking the same every time, year after year. That's what I used to do. I used to do the same thing every every first of the new year pumped up, motivated to change, and had a new diet to follow. But what happens is that we're just so confused, and we get caught up on our feelings that we end up just thinking a lot of shit in our head that kind of kicks us out of that game plan that we had. It's not concrete, it's not solid, there's no reassurance, there's no accountability. That's why a coach is so important, because he's going to have the accountability, and he's going to force you to fucking just stick to it because he's done it. So he's going to guide you through. You're going to have a lot of crazy thoughts and ideas in your head about, what's happening here. So you're going to try to find the answer, pivot and adjust. And that might not be it. The whole plan here might be like you sticking to the process, and staying on the plan and pushing forward instead of trying to find another route, or instead of trying to find an easy way out, or trying to think that, oh man, this is not working, let me do this now, let me do that now. You start confusing yourself. So what a coach does is he puts you back in alignment, and that's what most of us don't, we don't do. We don't want to hire a coach. We think that we know it all. Our ego, our pride is like, oh man, I don't need help from nobody. I could figure this out. This shit's easy. How hard is it? Well, obviously it's hard because you haven't, got any results. How old are you? How long are you going to go fooling yourself before you realize that, we do need help? We need somebody that's going to teach us, how to, structure your nutrition, how to work out. A lot of people are lost even doing that. It's just being honest with yourself, being honest about where you're at in life, and that, what it takes, it's going to take somebody to guide you. It's going to take you being disciplined. It's going to take you investing in yourself to succeed in life, to have a better life. A lot of you guys are just sitting on the sidelines thinking you got, this, horrible life that nothing can change, that, nobody could help you. That's just a belief that people have, man, because they're stuck in their old ways. They're stubborn. And every time somebody changes, every time somebody gets a result, or you start seeing your people elevate in life, instead of congratulating them, you start hating on them. You start, talking shit. You start talking down on them just so you could feel better. All that comes from you're not believing in yourself, and you just holding yourself there instead of getting out of your own way and going after it, asking for help. Stop being stubborn, stop being selfish. Put your pride and your ego aside. Once I did that, that's when I was able to change. Once I got out of my own way and looked in the accountability mirror and called myself out that I was full of shit and I did not know what I was doing, that's what I had to do, invest in myself. Once I invested in myself, my whole life changed. And not by choice, not by hoping, but by action. Action towards the blueprint that you've been given. Action towards what you got to do daily. Every day you need, that action towards the plan that you have. You can't just have a plan. You got to execute. And you got to apply what you've been given. And that's another problem, because the information is out there, but you don't apply it, you don't execute shit. So sometimes, like I said, you need someone that's going to push you forward and reassure you that that's the path, that you got to stick to it. He forces you by motivating you, by inspiring you, by coaching you through, by him showing you and leading the way, that if you don't quit, you're going to get that outcome that you want. Wake up and realize that. Just run it.